Hamas's weapons of resistance, smuggled, Israel says, over Gaza's border with Egypt. A route, they say, that gives Hamas and other Palestinian factions the ability to fire rockets at Israel. This is why Israel has been bombing the tunnels relentlessly since it began its war.
When the terrorist acts stop and when the smuggling of weapons from Egypt to Gaza stops, then the Israeli fighting will stop.
And the next step, they say, must be an international mechanism to ensure Hamas cannot rebuild the tunnels in the future. Israel says as long as Hamas has this, the country will never feel safe. A belief so firmly held, some officials are even talking about building an underground wall, a measure that shows the level of Israel's concern. The tunnels are located along Gaza's 15-kilometer border with Egypt, with most tunnels concentrated around the city of Rafah. Estimates vary between 300 to 600. They're about 8 to 20 meters deep and between 200 and 1,000 meters long. Israel says the number of tunnels soared after Hamas came to power. But for Palestinians, it's Israel's crippling siege of Gaza that's been driving the growth of the smuggling network. The tunnels have become the lifeline for the 1.5 million people to whom Israel has denied free access to the goods from the outside world. It turned the tunnels into a multi-million-dollar industry, with smugglers bringing in everything from fuel and medicine to car parts and cattle. Experts say destroying the tunnels completely may be impossible.
It's a very vast area. The tunnels are obviously hidden. They begin and end in someone's home, for example, under the floor of someone's kitchen, constantly hidden by the tiles there, so it's virtually impossible to see them.
The border itself is a problem. Egyptian guards are eager to demonstrate they're fighting the smugglers.
Used after that as a tunnel.
But in reality, often turn a blind eye because of corruption, poverty, and often sympathy for the plight of the Palestinians. This siege has already driven Gaza's economy underground, literally forcing its people to dig themselves out of poverty and deprivation. And with the war now bringing new misery and grief, the pressure to come up with a solution could not be greater. Rosa Ibrahimova, Al Jazeera.